you return to the museum at a critical moment. What challenges do you see? What excites you most about this coming, if you will, the next 5 years? What are some of your priorities? But in other words, looking forward.
So first, it's my third week at the museum. I'm
Are we
very
ever
glad.
happy that you're here?
I'm very glad to see that Zygmunt Stępiński, who has led the museum when I was absent, has done a great job. This is a stable institution with a fantastic staff, with good procedures, good rules, with a fantastic organizational culture. Let me just tell you that I have learned from other museum directors that they are very willing to hire people who have POLIN Museum in their CVs because they believe
Oh,
with those people, this culture will come. It's very nice to hear. Speaking about the future, well, there are certain plans that have been developed by Zygmunt and the whole team before I arrived. And the biggest one is the large educational program funded by the Norwegian government. For the next 5 years, it's mostly about education. It's to a large extent about the young people, in particular, reaching out to young people with new methods, new channels of communication, new language. This is really a challenge. I think Hannah Arendt once said that every generation is new generation. It's like immigrants. Well, they were born into a country, but they are different people. They don't have experience that I had or my children had. They are younger. So this is always a challenge, and they have their own questions. And these questions are different than the questions of the young people 20 years ago or 12 years ago when we were opening the core exhibition. So I think this is a fantastic opportunity. I'm very grateful to the Kingdom of Norway because this is not the first Norwegian grant. Our Norwegian partners are very happy with what the museum has done so far. This is why they offer this substantial grant for the education in the future. So we are going to develop educational programs very much. But even the core exhibition, in Polish, it's a wystawa stała. We call it permanent exhibition. But I always stress that you cannot have anything permanent which is based on solid scholarship. The intellectual foundation of our exhibition is academic scholarship, and academic scholarship is developing too. There are new discoveries, new perspectives, and new questions asked. So we will have to follow it. There is a number of challenges which are completely external to us, like the war in the Middle East and the rise of anti-Semitism, the rise of left-wing anti-Zionism. And because I happened to write a book about the communist anti-Zionism in Poland in the 1960s, I have kind of a déjà vu again and again. But this is a real problem, which we didn't have in Poland a few years ago. I would say, thanks to the communist regime and the very vulgar anti-Zionism of the Communist Party in Poland, it was a kind of a vaccine to us. In my generation, no thoughtful person would have used the language we remembered from communist Poland. But now there is a younger generation, and for them, the meaning is different.
And one thing you had said to me in an earlier conversation is that one of the, if you will, weapons or one of the strengths of POLIN Museum in fighting anti-Semitism is history, is the history of Polish Jews. Do you want to reflect on that?
Yes, well, especially in Poland, when a lot of claims of anti-Semites are history-based. This is just distorted history. This is untrue, and we can prove it. We can show it. And I believe that the museum's contribution to the struggle against anti-Semitism after our grand opening was that we had the strategic initiative. We decided the topics to be discussed.
Right.
Not them.
Right.
recently, because of this intensification of anti-Jewish propaganda, and some of it is so obvious to me,